All right, guys, did you see this a couple of weeks ago? The Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, has voted to ban non-compete agreements in the workplace. The change is slated to go into effect in August. Fox 2's Charlie Langton is back with more. This is a real interesting one, Charlie. I've got a friend who's in sales, and he had to sit out 1 full year before he could go to another sales job in the same field. It was,
can we back it up and
really
just say what is a non-compete?
Yeah, so many people have written contracts for their job. Yeah. All of us do. We all have it. Mm-hmm. And in many contracts, there's something called a non-compete clause. Mm-hmm. And what that means is the boss decides that if you leave, really for any reason at all, whether you're fired or you quit or you whatever, non-compete, you cannot go to the competitor for X amount of time. 6 months in the broadcast world, that's pretty standard. 1 year, I understand.
Yep. Sales jobs, 1 year.
1 year.
Wow. Now, I might challenge that because, but nevertheless, many states have laws that protect the bosses, really, and they allow non-competes. And the only condition in Michigan, it's got to be reasonable. So a year might be too long, but 6 months has been upheld. I know that for sure. As a reasonable. It helps the boss, and that's fine. It's a contract. Okay, now, what did the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, what did they do? They're the governing board of the federal government that kind of regulates business and commerce, make it easy. And they voted the other day to get rid of non-competes. They don't like them. It takes 120 days before it kicks in. So in August, roughly, all non-compete agreements going forward, not the back ones, you can't have them.
Even in a contract, that's with you and the company.
Yes, because they'll say it's illegal. So you can't have an illegal clause in your contract.
Oh, wow.
So going forward. Now, there is a little grandfather provision if you're a senior executive. I don't think that's going to apply to a lot of people. And there are a couple of other little subtleties. And again, we're still learning this. Now, it's being challenged, though. And in Texas, there is a Chamber of Commerce and a business organization that says, wait a minute, we've got thousands of contracts out here that have already entered into.
Right.
And generally speaking, the boss will give you maybe more money in order to keep you.
Yeah.
That's legit. I don't want you workers challenging me, the boss, to go off to another channel or to do another sales job or to do any job. I'm the boss. I pay you, and so I'm going to pay you good money, but I want you. I'm going to keep you.
In this case, friend works for company A. He's got all these clients. So you say to yourself, well, why don't I just go start my own business and take all those clients with me? That's where the non-compete comes in.
Well, that's a different issue. That could be an interference with business relations. That's a totally different issue. You steal the clients. In the legal world, that happens a lot.
Right.
Because especially the personal services contract.
Right.
Steal is such a strong word, Charlie.
I know, they steal.
They're his clients.
Right.
So whose clients are they? That's a good issue. That's a great issue.
There you go. But that's where a non-compete comes in.
Well,
lawyers
now that you understand a little bit to protect the company.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. Clients that are going to leave. How does this impact us if we want to?
You personally?
FTC. Yeah.
When's your contract up? Let's get some details.
It's getting all legal on you.
Ask my lawyer.
Is my non-compete dead with this FTC ruling?
Probably, and again, we don't know yet, but you're grandfathered in. So whenever your contract is up, assuming you want to renew, and the boss wants to hire you back, that clause may not be good on a new contract. Okay. Now, they could say it's an extension. They may argue that. I don't think this issue is going to go away. I think there's a real issue as to whether or not the FTC can pass a law that really, what they said was unfair competition. Can they regulate competition? I'm not sure they can, but that's an issue for the courts.
It is interesting in this capitalist society how we have all these rules telling us when we can work, where we can work,
who you can work for,
right? Who you can work for.
I think this is going to
get that big money contract, and it's not unfair for the boss to go, I'm paying you this amount of money.
Yeah.
You can stay out of work for a year and then go work for them.
That's right.
That's what they say when you get that big money contract. Yeah.
Even if they fire you. I know. I think this is going to end up in the courts, and I think it's going to be how much deference should we give to the Federal Trade Commission?